Whenever you try to take a family portrait or a corporate group shot like this one, you're bound to get somebody who's either looking away, or if we have a look at the other shot, they're blinking and he's looking away as well. So we've got a variety of problems there. We're going to try and get a perfect group photo, but luckily Photoshop can combine the two images together and create a shot where everybody is looking their best and looking at the camera and not blinking. So let's go back to this shot here, which is the healthier shot. We only have one problem person. Go to select all and then edit copy. And what we'll do is then go to the next shot. I'm using Control and Tab to jump between the two open files, but you could go to the photo bin and click like that. Let's close that up to make some more space. And now what I'll do is edit paste this new shot that I've copied onto the other image, and we now have two shots on two layers. The next thing we need to do, because we didn't use a tripod to shoot these shots, is to overlap them to get them perfectly aligned. Because if you just turn this one off for a moment, you can see the sofa and all the trees there are jumping around. So we need to reduce the opacity, go to around about 45%, and then get the move tool, and then you can drag the shots around. Now don't worry about the people at the moment, just try and get the furniture aligned, and then use the arrow keys to fine-tune the position of the furniture, the steps. It might be tricky to align it perfectly because the camera may have tilted, for example, but that's a fairly suitable alignment. Let's reduce, or rather increase the opacity back up to 100%, and we now have our two shots aligned. Now Photoshop CS3 has an auto align function that does all that in seconds. It just works out what the lines are in the background, and it just readjusts the shots to get them perfectly aligned. It's amazing. And for the final step, let's Control Plus to zoom in. And the only person who's not looking at the camera is this lady here. So let's grab the eraser tool, set it to an opacity of 100%, and then take the brush size down to something a little bit more manageable, maybe around about 83, and then just click and spray to get rid of the face that's not looking at the camera with the shot from the layer below. Now try not to go outside of her too far, maybe around about here. That's kind of working. Let's hope she didn't shift her body too much. And what we need to do is just to get rid of this hair here from the older shot. Now that's almost working fine. We've got a little bit of the old hair, and let's just spray a little bit more and just go around the edge here like that. And that's not bad at all at getting here to look directly at the camera. We don't want to go too far outside, otherwise we might start to reveal the guys from the background who may have moved, but I think they're actually pretty steady. So there we have a shot that's working quite well. Perfect. And we can zoom out, hit tab to hide the floating windows, and there is our perfect group shot with everybody looking at the camera, smiling, and nobody is getting distracted by things outside the range of the shot. So that's fairly straightforward, and you can see all we've done is popped a hole through this top layer to reveal the correctly positioned person from the layer below. Earlier on I mentioned you could automatically align layers in Photoshop CS3, so let's do that now. I've popped both files together onto a document. You can see the sofa jumping up and down there because they're not aligned, and I've double clicked on the background layer to unlock it. So shift click to select both layers and go to Edit, Auto Align Layers, and all we're after at the moment is reposition. So just click OK, and it has a little bit of a think and works out what's what. And now when I turn the top one on and off, look at the sofa, it's aligned it instantly. So that is much quicker. And then all we need to do is select the eraser tool again and just spray out the girl's face. Let's use a soft edge brush, about 200. Here we go. So that's a much quicker way of working using CS3. We'll just tidy up that shoulder there. And there we have it.